I have with me Mr. Alain Ratier from the EUMETSAT. Tell our viewers about EUMETSAT mission and what are you working
So,
on?
EUMETSAT has geostationary and polar orbiting satellites and also satellites for ocean monitoring. What is important for the geospatial community is that the meteorological community is moving towards adopting the OGC, the Open Geospatial Consortium standard, which will allow you to overlay meteorological data with other geospatial data into GIS. And for instance, EUMETSAT is starting to develop web services, web map services, and we are also considering web coverage services, web feature services, such that you can extract the numerical content of our imagery and to combine it with other sources. It's more and more important because the resolution of geostationary imagery, for instance, is increasing to 1 kilometer, 500 meters. So we are really at the scales where it makes sense to try to combine everything. For instance, for risk management, you will have a digital evaluation model. For catchment, you will have the clouds, the precipitations, you will have model data. And it's through the integration of these data sources that you create benefits.
EUMETSAT has been increasingly involved in climate change concerns and environment issues. What has it been working in this regard so far?
So first of all, as you know, the meteorological satellites are building one of the longest record of climate from space. We have Meteosat imagery since 35 years. So we are dedicating a lot of scientific efforts to recalibrate, to reprocess a long series of data to produce what we call climate data records to be used for research, for climate services. This is one element. And of course, we are committed to deliver more and better observations from all orbits for 20 more years. So we make sure through the overlap of the current generation and the next generation of satellites that we cross-calibrate everything to allow the use of this data for climate purposes. And on top of that, we are a partner with NASA, with CNES and NOAA. We are a partner of the JASON mission, which, as you know, measures this mean sea level change globally. We are talking about 3.2 millimeter per year, but more importantly, we have maps of these trends. So we know where the sea level rises and where it does not rise. So it's very important for climate adaptation. And for this, we are committed for another 15 years.
So what are the countries and the agencies that you are collaborating with?
So we are cooperating with NOAA and NASA in the US, with ISRO and IMD in India, and we have a growing cooperation. We operate geostationary satellite over the Indian Ocean, and it will continue, so we will cross-calibrate our products and work together. We are also cooperating with South Korea and with Japan, JAXA and the Japanese Meteorological Organization, and of course with European partners like ESA, CNES, etc.
Is this data open to all?
Yes, most of our data is open to all. The only data which are restricted is the highest frequency geostationary imagery. All the rest, but all the rest is open. The highest resolution imagery is available with a license, but it's available through our cooperation agreement to the official institutions in India, for instance. IMD has all our data through bilateral exchange.
What are your views on open data and how it can be made further open?
I think open data is a way to go. And as I told you, for EUMETSAT, we have a very limited part of our data sets which are not open without a license. What is important for us is to know about our users. How many users do we have? Because we have to justify our spending. So it's important that we have some form of user registration service to understand who are our users. But I think open data is a way to go. For us, it's a bit different to some extent because to attract member states, you need to bring them value. And if they get the data already free of charge, all data free of charge, why the hell would they become a member and pay for the satellites? That's why we have certain the highest frequency imagery, which is critical for nowcasting in Europe, but it's Europe mainly, which is not fully open.
We're talking about like you are working with on OGC standards and open standards for further opening up data. How is it helping?
First, it's helping because it's a way to demonstrate to the meteorological services that the value of meteorological data is enhanced through combination with other sources. And, but we can have web services which are licensed. But we hope this understanding is critical to develop more web services. And it is what we plan to go. But we have not yet the green light. We have only a pilot demonstration service. And we are just discussing with our member states now the way forward. It's in 2 weeks from now.